We grew up thinking and believing that the world and the reality in which we exist is something tangible and physical, and that's how it is perceived. However, not only this thought process proves to be a mistake by the various perceptions of phenomena difficult to explain, but also realize that it is completely subjective and does not reflect a true reality, if such a reality exists. With significant advances in knowledge and information accessed by the human race today, radical changes in the way reality is perceived are being redrafted. Where the universe was seen as an empty space with scattered matter, it is now being seen as a holographic projection due to some invisible primary reality to our biological instruments and current technology. Evidence of holographic reality is becoming more plentiful, too much to be ignored. What gives more credibility to this fact it is that those who experienced higher states of consciousness and scales of reality through meditation, astral projection, or the use of entheogens has announced very holographic and aphorisms reflections. To give just one example, a survey was conducted in 1982 at the University of Paris, where they discovered that under certain circumstances subatomic particles such as electrons are able to communicate instantly with each other, which was interlaced, regardless of the distance separating them. No matter if they were 3 meters or 10 billion kilometers away. Related article: The Holographic Universe. Somehow each particle always seemed to know what the other was doing. The great physicist David Bohm believes that these results indicate that objective reality does not exist, that despite its apparent solidity the universe is at heart a phantasm hologram, a gigantic and splendidly detailed. Within a hologram, the whole is in the part. No matter how many times you divide the whole, the part will always contain all. As the higher consciousness of perceptions show that each of apparently little or separated is the total reality and the source of reality itself that has the same source and vice versa. The deduction on the holographic experiments concludes that autonomy and separation is an illusion Maya and that everything is one. Unity is a concept apparently found in all major belief systems already expressed within the realm of human consciousness, that already encourages the recent discoveries regarding our manifest reality. If this fact is true and enough evidences show that it is, then the universe itself is a projection, a hologram. If the apparent separateness of subatomic particles is illusory, it means that at a deeper level of reality all things in the universe are infinitely interconnected. The electrons of a carbon atom in the human brain are connected to the subatomic particles that are part of every salmon that swims, every heart that beats, and every star that shines in the sky. Unity always prevails. In a holographic universe, even time and space could no longer be viewed as fundamentals. Because concepts such as location disappear before a universe in which nothing is truly separate from anything else, time and three-dimensional space as the fish images on the monitor should also be viewed as projections of this deeper order. Its deeper level of reality is a sort of super hologram in which the past, present and future exist simultaneously. The three-dimensional universe in which we live is a hologram created from a primary reality that is outside of space and time, is a copy of something real, so it makes sense in this case because our true self is another reality. Our consciousness is the real us. Consciousness is everything and therefore is nothing, since all that exists is consciousness. To continue to build understanding of a holographic reality, consider the following. Holographic universe explains all paranormal and mystical experiences. Near-death experiences can be explained in the holographic universe, where death is only a change of consciousness of a reality level of the hologram to another. Current neurophysiological models of the brain are inadequate and only the holographic model can explain such things as archetypal experiences, encounters with unusual phenomena of the collective unconscious and other perceptions experienced during altered states of consciousness. A holographic model of the universe explains lucid dreams, where such dreams are visits to parallel realities. Synchronicities can be explained by the holographic model. Our thought processes are much more closely linked to the physical world than was previously thought. Also note that the synchronicities tend to reach a peak just before a new insight or intuition. Telepathy, precognition, mystical feelings of oneness with the universe, and even psychokinesis can be explained by the holographic model. Holography can explain how our brain can store so much information in so little space. Our brain is able to store 28,000,000 bits of information. Holography can also explain how we are able to remember and forget, as we are able to have associative memory, as we have the ability to recognize familiar things, as we have the ability to acquire new skills, and have the ability to build a world out there, as we are able to have feelings of phantom limb, and how we are able to have a photographic memory. The brain itself is therefore a holographic projection created from a primary reality outside the space and time. All relative realities are created by the existing awareness of itself. We are that consciousness. We are the existing awareness of ourselves and interact with ourselves. There's nothing else. None of the things we perceive as separate has an independent existence, all are in reality extensions related to underlying unity of consciousness. Physical reality is a product of consciousness. Consciousness is not a product of physical reality. Physical reality does not interact with itself in some unknown way to make consciousness go to there. Consciousness in the process of self-repeated and progressive relationship becomes the experience of consciousness and thus creates physical reality. There are perceptions regarding the nature of the universe via holographic projection, through the enlightenment experience. Once the lighting is experienced, you can understand exactly how the holographic universe operates and is in fact, very real. We are coming to an understanding that we are multidimensional beings and exist simultaneously at many levels of quantum reality. No reason to get upset, angry, stressed, etc., on the events that occur in physical reality. It is the smaller of our consciousness, because all this is insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Focus on the reality of the details can divert yourself to discover and understand why you exist at this moment in this reality. That's why one of the steps to become enlightened is to replace fear and anger by the admiration, gratitude and curiosity. Have you experienced a change in perception of reality? At least, we hope that you will now be able to expand your mind to previously unvisited realms. The reality is a mysterious and exciting place. Let's all be explorers of this delightful life experience.